still. 2 years old, wheezing, seasick in isolation room, porthole window in antiseptic white door. 3, a stranger in my unconsoling father's house. 8, a bathroom door, rusted, metal, lazy, and a lock just high enough to reach. Somewhere else, a 23-year-old man had all the doors unlocked, and arriving from a furnace to Sweden's western coast chill. Sadness, but with a heart held already known future. Married, raise children, write words, perhaps. Not here, but in that first, difficult love. It's the name of the poetry of a fantasy, Eritrea. 18. The girl along the corridor is in love with university halls. They remind her, she tells me, of her boarding school. In the night, I forget where I am, pack my belongings into the back of the car, mollusk spiraled on the back seat, shivering, going home. The young man, too, is home. In the place with the fantasy name, he makes already known futures real. Swims on the exhilaration of promises, independence, democracy, free speech. He is full of hope. He has called his firstborn daughter Bethlehem. 22. Dissertation, keywords, postcolonial, politics, space. Diversion in the project of Reuben Hurricane Carter, African-American boxer falsely imprisoned for 20 years on charges of murder. Carter refuses to be freed from his cell. He waits only when the other prisoners are asleep, exercises only at night. My style needs correction. My ideas are too political. They will be next. The young man, too, is fulfilled. Perhaps. He has a little money, buys pages of his own, loves cheese and coffee. He has a tendency to oversleep. They come for him on a Sunday, not in the newspaper offices, but in his home. 26. I investigate escape ladders, plan nighttime routes along flat roofs, debate the relative merits of ropes fashioned from sheets and mattresses thrown from windows, decline invitations to travel by plane, decline anything where the hour is unavailable, accept employment where I can leave the room, speak too fast, always in case a door is locked. In Eritrea, 2 days pass quicker than the last 3,000. The young man, still young, smiles, perhaps. He stretches and remembers how limbs move, visits the doctor and watches bruises transfigure purple to yellow, kisses his children with plum-soft lips, inhales just long enough for the heartbeat to return to normal before the handcuffs are unsecured. His wife tells the newspapers that this is a family matter. 32. My pregnant body is inside out. I am waiting 9 months to be delivered. In the MRI scanner, I forget not to open my eyes, and for a second, an unalloyed heartbeat very high. For his 47th birthday, the man is given a gift of the real of his day. It is a premature arrival. Perhaps. 37. My new lover sleeps like Gulliver. I crouch downstairs in a small sliver of light, invocating chamomile conjured disappearance notes. I know the meaning of imprisonment. Hugh broke his own rules when he said we can imagine a missing shape. In Gothenburg, a replica cell is created. Visitors come. They sit with the absent man respectfully. They are affected. With the surety of resurrection, it is impossible to experience death. 38. I am with love. John gives us the house with the sheep for the music festival. We perform our separation from the world, wallow in isolation, revel in the stripping of time, bemoan lack of phone signal while surfing Facebook from the stairway. It is so good, someone declares, to get away from everything. The man is perhaps no longer young. He has been in his cell for more than 6,000 days. Or, if you prefer, 580,400,000 seconds. Or, if you prefer, the time it takes for a man's children to reach adulthood. What is your preference? In the house surrounded by sheep, the children bluster us to the first landing, to a small metal hook in the wooden floor. Incessant clamour demands we lift the lid. Show us the priest hole, they squeal. We try to give them a lesson, mutter vaguely about papists, queens, and dying for one's beliefs. They roll their eyes, reach for the light switch, clamber down the ladder, squeezing into the hole. My own daughter refuses, declines coaxing, peers silently over the edge. A den of detritus midnight feasts the drink. The walls are covered in markings, initials carved, the audacity of marker pens. You can write here what you like. If John catches you, then he will charge you more to remove the offending mark. Your parents will pay if you get caught. Concert day and the house is full. An old Englishman, white-haired and pale-faced, climbs the stairs. He sees the children curling into the floor and disappearing. He's never been to the house, he tells us, not before today. It is a fine building and he wishes he had come earlier. But he has heard all about the priest's hole, he says, and glances at my daughter. You wouldn't go down there, you're right, he says, to stay up here. Sometimes people do things you can't even imagine, he says. There is a cruelty in people you don't expect. His grandson came here once, some years past, with a group of friends. When he climbed into the hole, he tells us, the other boys shut the lid and stood on it. Wait, one minute. What is the opposite of empathy? I try to imagine it. I must imagine it. I try to imagine it. And just then I hear the call, quiet but clear, the door opening, the ladder climb, the face, this face both old and young, looking outward, emerging amidst the dancing mist.